Hey, this is Mountain Ghost 556. Okay, keeping in line with my last video, which was my resources kit, aka survival kit, I thought I'd kind of do a little series of videos of small portable kits that you can keep on your person at all time that aren't really going to drag you down or be cumbersome. So I went with my first aid kit, which I call my owie boo boo kit. Now, let me explain something to you. When people say owie boo boo kit, and there's a lot of people out to say, oh, I carry, there's a lot of misconceptions what about a first aid kit is and what it can and can't do. I'm not here to clear up all those misconceptions. I'm here to show you what I carry in mine. Keep in mind that this is my everyday carry first aid kit. I'm one of those guys that carry first aid kit around. Not entirely just for me, let you know. That's a lie, mostly for me. But other people do get injured, and I do use this kit on a regular basis. And so there's going to be things that are missing and things that I need to add to it. And I'm going to revise this kit before I go out on my little journey. And I'm doing these videos not only just to put out videos because I like to hear myself talk, but I also do these videos so when I get into it, I know what I'm missing and what I need to put it back in. So with that being said, I want to emphasize something first and foremost. A first aid kit is something that you need and you have to carry with you. But the one thing you need to do is be aware of your surroundings, aware of your capabilities, and aware of yourself. And I mean self as in what you're doing and how you're interacting with the environment around you. Keep 2 steps ahead of yourself when you're stepping, when you're using a knife, when you're starting a fire, when you're building a shelter. If you know the outcome of what you're trying to do and you envision that in the process, you're going to literally be able to keep from injuring yourself or causing bodily injury by saying, okay, I'm doing something wrong. So always be aware of what you're doing. Never just do it blindly. Think about the process. Think about how the process works. Never get so complacent where I'm such an expert I don't have to think about what I'm doing. That's when you cut yourself and then you need something like this or even more major. So you have to realize that nothing you do in whatever be hiking, an overnight sleeping stay, the apocalypse, or Nibiru showing up to destroy the plant, which if Nibiru shows up, that doesn't matter. It has no point. But Nibiru let us down. So we're all let down by Nibiru. So don't hold Nibiru accountable. He probably got held up in traffic somewhere in the Kuiper Belt. The point being is, it's an imperative you carry some kind of first aid kit to address minor and medium injury wounds so as not to get infected. Okay, well, we are going to get into the guts of this bad boy. We're going to see what I've packed in there, and I'll tell you what I've used and what I don't have, and we're going to take a journey inside the guts of the first aid kit. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here we go. I'm going in deep with this bad boy, and then I'm going to have to repackage. That's the bad part about making these videos is you take everything out, then you got to repackage it, and okay, boo-hoo. So I'm going to go into something that's it's overlooked in a lot of the medical kits that people build themselves because they're building it with their education and experience in mind, not really building it with the fact that other people don't have the experience and training and education in mind that they have. And one of the things I want to emphasize is that a first aid kit should have some kind of small guide or instruction manual on how to handle a certain situation. And what you can see right here, I start off with instant first aid guide. I think that's an amazing little instructional pamphlet. I got it out of a Colgan's first aid kit, which if you guys saw my first video with my survival kit, my resources kit as I like to call it, this came out of it. And I kept it because it just seemed like a really flat, good instructional guide. So that right there is I keep in this top flap. with that, I also keep my PPE, my personal protective body substance isolation gloves, which these two should be the first and foremost things. This should actually be the first thing that comes out of your kit. It doesn't matter what it is. You got to protect yourself just as well as you got to treat the wounded. Okay, so we're going to go into this package. This is what I call my pain relief or my pill relief. I have, let's move this right here so you can still see little guts in there. Some antacids, ibutab. Let's see if we can get that in there. Now I'm not going to take all this out because most of it's redundant. It's just extras. An aspirin. Of course, a cough drop. Now, here's something about cough drops, and people are going to probably yell at me. A cough drop can not only help you when you've got a cough, but it actually can aid in saliva production. So if your mouth is dry, it'll produce saliva to kind of almost quench a thirst. So anybody out there that want to say, oh man, that's a bad idea, I'm not saying eat these things all day long, but if you get a really dry mouth and you're out there, pop in a cough drop, it'll aid in saliva production and kind of keep that thirst at the back of your mind. Not saying don't hydrate, I'm just saying that if you can find something that keeps your mouth from turning into a giant sandpapery cotton ball, by all means do it. Also, some people say suck on a small stone or suck on a button. You can do that too. Anything to keep that saliva production in your mouth that'll keep you away from your dehydration until you can find water. Here's some pain aid. Now this is very useful for, staving off small aches and pains and stuff. Now the rest of this is pretty much, I got this one more Dilotab, sinusing. That's something I need right now. I should be taking that because my allergies are killing me this time of year. So those are pretty much the pill packs that I have. Now these little bags, you can get these at Walmart. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. You can get these at CVS and any number of places. These are great for organizing first aid kits and other types of kits. I'm a big kit guy. What can I say? Okay, now here's my gel kit. I carry burn gel because I don't know how professional and badass you guys are, but anytime I'm messing on fire, I tend to get a small burn here and there. So even a sunburn, I don't know, it's just my lot in life, I guess. Maximum strength hydrocortisone. I use this at work. This is some of the stuff you can see is like work-related stuff, and I keep in my pockets because if I'm going to do a particular task or something at work, then I like to have certain things. But this is good. These little gel packs are indispensable. They don't take up a lot of room. I got antibiotic ointment, which you're going to see here later on. I want to switch to these guys. I want to get quite a few of these packs because I got to save room. This is a small first aid kit, and I'm trying to get it condensed down as much as I can. Same with the Blistex. I'm going to start using these and get it condensed down. Of course, you need this for area wound sterilization, not necessarily inside the wound. Fresh, clean water and padding to remove debris will help, but you don't want to actually put that in the wound. You have some BioFreeze. Professional. I don't know. I don't know what the amateur one does. I guess amateur and professional are different depending on your workload. I don't know. I guess it's professional. And we're going to go on about that. Okay, and then everybody's going to ask me, where's that one? Where's the most important thing? Your alcohol prep pad. Well, it's right here. And I get these little, you can buy these at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, like 50 for, like $1. Hence the name, the Dollar Tree. Okay, sound like an idiot. But these things, you must periodically check them because they will dry out. They're not indefinite. Okay, well that's my pain pack and my gel pack. I'm going to move all these right here and get into the stuff you guys really want to see. Okay, for wounds, cuts, abrasions, and coverings, here we go. Right here is my like Band-Aids, just for like closures and stuff. One of my most favorite things I like to carry with me, and has to be carried if you're going to do any kind of work, is moleskin. Duct tape works good too, but I carry moleskin with me. Always keep some moleskin. As you can see, I've been cutting on it. And I'm not really prone to blisters, but when I do get a blister, man, I'm telling you, that thing rocks me. Assortment of some Band-Aids here, you know, just to cover a small wound. Right here I have some smaller Band-Aids. Right here, I don't know, man. I've never used anything that small. Well, I guess I'm just unfortunate enough to get cut that big. One of the things that it should go in any first aid kit, whether it's big or small, are your steri strips. These act as temporary sutures. A lot of people go, no, they don't. Well, yeah, they actually. I've used these things tons of times, and they work great. Everyone should have some steri strips in any first aid kit. Excuse me, any first aid kit or trauma kit, bag, whatever. Now here's its little cousin, the butterfly strips or butterfly bandages. They actually work very well too. I've used those. There's nothing wrong with those. So that's pretty much it for that. Now we're going to go into some more. Like I said, this is a first aid kit. This isn't actually like, oh, it's not a trauma kit. It's not a hospital on your back. It's a first aid kit. Roller gauze. Now, roller gauze is, if you don't have roller gauze in a first aid kit, then I suggest getting some. This stuff is cheap. I go to the Dollar Tree. I buy these every time I go to the Dollar Tree and buy Armageddon supplies or Nibiru supplies. That's stupid. Nibiru, whatever. It destroys all. So, but if I buy supplies, I go and buy $1. Always have roller. I carry 2 of these roller gauzes. Here's where I'm going to change my first aid kit. I'm getting rid of this. This is a cloth tape. I'm going to put a small cylindrical object in there, wrap surgical tape, cloth tape, and then duct tape on it so it's about this big. I don't like it. It won't smush down. I don't like that dead space, and I don't want to open this package up. So I'm going to be getting rid of this to make room. Now here's what I'm talking about. I want to get rid of this also and carry the antibiotic ointments. This is a lot of dead space. I can carry, see, look at that right there folded over, still dead space. So if you can get packets like this, what would you rather carry? You're gonna pack a lot more in a small kit like that when you're carrying these than this. That's the reason why efficiency is the key to carrying more stuff. Now that sounds horrible, carrying more stuff. This is a piece of gauze that I could probably get rid of that I used from roller gauze on another patient one time. Hence again, the Blistex. I could just carry these, but I'm still not wanting to get rid of this because this could have so many different properties, waterproofing, candles, fire starting, so that's still not on the chopping block yet. BC powder, that should probably go in with my stuff right there, but it just doesn't fit in that bag. I have some 2x3s. I need more of these to put in here, hence once I start getting rid of some of those 2 guys right there, to get rid of that, I'll have more room for stuff like this. Non-stick, always non-stick. You don't want to aggravate a healing wound. And some 3x4s. Well, this is it. Let me pan over to my Owie Boo Boo kit. And that's it. These guys don't need. That's what I carry in my Owie Boo Boo kit. I'll talk a little about this real quick. This is a Rothko first aid kit. I only bought this because it brings back nostalgic memories of a childhood. I had a first aid kit similar to this, and I saw it was $8 on Amazon. I said, you know what, I got to get this for my Owie Boo Boo kit. It's actually built pretty decent stitching, good canvas material. So it makes for good. I don't use belt loops or anything but hey, this is a good little, as you can see, you can actually, oh, that actually is pretty, as you can see, it's good canvas. I don't know what the veneer on that is, but hey, this is a really good little first aid kit, an alley boot kit, and as you can see, I can fit all this in there. Okay, Mountain Ghost 5x6 out. If this video sucks, I've done this like a million times with about a billion interruptions. This is the last time I'm unpacking this damn thing again. So you guys have a good time watching this video. If you have any comments, suggestions, put them in the troll box. Thank you. And we survived the apocalypse. We did it together.